So what we have seen on last Friday, or you can say the last trading day for the last trading week that has just passed by, overall the market closed in green. But the question, or I would rather say the problem is, what does it actually mean? Because the kind of volatility we have across the market is quite high, and it does not gives you that confidence. I mean, even for traders, those who are professional, there are very few who are taking the long trade overnight. So there are lots of volatility and lots of confusion which still persists in the market. So let us see what is happening as far as the overall trend is concerned, and let us discuss about the move for the next for the last 1 week. Actually, what has happened, and this up move, what does it mean? Okay, so let us see what has happened. So the last week that has just passed by, I mean from 20th to 24th of March 2023, and if I may zoom this chart, so this is from 20, I suppose, from somewhere here. This is 20 and this is 23 or 24. Okay, so this is what we have here. I mean, you can clearly see a range bound price action, and if you want to be confident, and when I'm saying this, I'm talking about the long term trend. There is nothing which we can actually rely on. Just have a look at this price chart and you can clearly see that this particular indices is trading in between a range. So the levels that we are going to look at will be in between 31,830 on the downside, which is your support, and 31,767 as your stop loss. Simultaneously, we have 32,600 and 32,770 on the upside. Maybe the Dow Jones may swing towards the upper end of the range, but it does not mean anything, because Dow Jones will be in consolidation as far as the Monday is concerned, or Monday's trading session is concerned, which means we may have some upside as far as Monday is concerned. But overall, as I told you, the range overall trend is range bound for the next week, the least. For further confirmation, we require either an upside beyond the range or a downside. So as far as Monday is concerned, there is a positive bounce back which is there, and most importantly, if that bounce back as of Monday, as far as Monday is concerned, does not sustain, then it is a very big problem. Because I mean, if you want to look at this chart technically, you can clearly see this point which act as an intermediate resistance, or a very near term resistance at 32,290 or 293 rather. Okay, so there are lots of hurdles. Talking about the Nasdaq, I mean, Nasdaq is something which everybody talks about. It does not matter whether it will perform or not, but it actually makes a whole lot of sense, because the participation from Nasdaq is way bigger compared to Dow Jones. Dow Jones constitute 30 companies, whereas Nasdaq constitutes thousands of companies. Anyways, looking at Nasdaq, you can clearly see a range bound price action. Also, as far as Monday is concerned, you can actually expect a bounce back, because Nasdaq also started moving higher, so a bounce back is due as on Monday. And as far as the overall trend or price action is concerned, we have 11,670 on the downside. Similarly, we have 11,960 and 12,000 on the upside. But here also, I mean, just like Dow Jones, we have 11,831, which is going to be your immediate resistance. And if only Nasdaq started sustaining above 11,830, then we can talk about 11,960 and 12,000 on the upside. Talking about the S&P 500, let us see what this chart is telling you. I think a similar sort of move. I mean, everything is in a bounce back mode. Okay, so I mean, the kind of fall we have in the market, sometimes no bad news is actually a good news. We don't require good news, because there is a whole lot of short positions that are actually active, very active as far as the price action or as far as the traders are concerned. So going long is actually a very, I would say, they are risky, but sometimes a very dangerous task, because one news can shake the market. Here, one thing is very clear. Here also you can expect a bounce back, because S&P 500 has started moving from the lows of 3,912, which is your support, and 3,900, which is your stop loss. But what's different in S&P 500 comparatively is S&P 500 already crossed that middle resistance, which was at 3965. Now, as far as the trend is concerned, if you want to take a trade, S&P 500 is giving you a much better signal, and above 3965 it is now going or moving towards 4000 and 4040. And overall range or overall trend, if you are looking for the next 1 week, until and unless the range expand, it is a range bound trend across indices. But as a summary, or as far as Monday is concerned, whether you're talking about Dow Jones, Nasdaq and S&P 500, all the indices are indicating a bounce back due as far as the Monday is concerned. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.